Hey everybody, it's your girl BondyBlue, and I am here to announce that I am teaming up with Reset by Design Wellness, a travel and wellness brand that focuses on empowering Black women like you and I, girl. And I am so excited because I have been wanting to go to Africa for forever, and I am finally getting that opportunity with this upcoming Heritage and Reset Wellness Retreat in Ghana. It's going down, y'all, in November 1st through the 9th, 9 days, 8 nights. It's going to be 2 different locations when we're on this trip. This is all inclusive. It's going to come with so many benefits, including an African ancestry test. There's going to be cooking classes, a boat cruise. There's going to be an opportunity to engage, to rejuvenate, to connect with one another, to connect with our ancestors. I am so excited about this, and I'm even more excited that some of my members will be coming along and we can experience Africa together, because this will be my first time. So I am so excited about this. I can't wait to go, and I hope that you guys will sign up. The link is down below in the description box. Don't worry, girl, I will be reminding y'all about this, so y'all might get tired of me talking about it, but that's okay, because it is important for us to all travel and have these amazing experiences, and some of them, girl, we need to have together. So go ahead down below in the description box, book it. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey everybody, what's going on? Happy Saturday. I hope y'all are enjoying your Saturday. I'm coming to y'all for a little quick live, girl. We're going to talk about Toya and Reginae and some of the things that went down in the last 2 episodes of the show. Make sure you like the video, share the video. It's good to see y'all, girl. Oh, girl, I'm a little tired. For no reason. Well, not for no reason, child. But that's not the point. The point is we are here. And we're here to talk about Reginae and Toya and all that had went down on these past 2 episodes. Okay? How y'all doing? How's everybody, how's everybody doing today? Okay? Did y'all watch the show? Are y'all liking the show? Do you want me to keep reviewing the show? Let me know. Put it in the comments, girl. Okay? But let me go ahead. All right, because we gotta switch up the mouse so we can go to the other computer. Okay. So, in case y'all forgot, y'all know I did my girlfriend's live recap yesterday. Yes, we did. It was good. It was good. We had a good time. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, you should go ahead and check that thing out, girl. I like the show. Toya has a TV-worthy family. Yes. Okay. Love you guys too. All right. Throw it up. Y'all, I've been listening to Doja Cat's album. Like, I have to go run some errands. I have to go get my feet done finally and, do my girl things or whatever. And so because I have to go get those things done, I'm definitely going to be bumping that in the Jeep. Bumping that in the Jeep. Absolutely, without a doubt. Okay? So waiting on my energy supplement to kick in. Let's go ahead and start the show, okay? Like the video, okay? Do that for me. Matter of fact, we need a little wake up right quick, because I need a little wake up, y'all. It's not like I ain't been up since like 8 o'clock this morning. I've been up, y'all. It's not like I've been in this bitch sleep. I don't know why I'm sleepy right now. I have no idea. But you know what? Do this for me. I just want to say that if y'all really looking for somebody to blame Lyric. Okay? You're looking for somebody to blame the old boy Rick. Okay, so y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Reginae and Armand go to Candy, okay, aka Sweet Addictions TV. Shout out to my girl, okay, OG YouTube family. All right, Candy has an amazing ranch out there in Atlanta, and I am trying to get the schedule together so we can go out there because I want to go horseback riding and a bunch of other things. Okay, but either way, girl, Reginae and Armand go to Candy's ranch to ATV ride, and Reginae is still like, googly eyed and getting all of the butterflies for Armand. And Armand is giving me, yeah, I might like you like that, but I ain't trying to show you I like you like that. So back up off me just a tad bit. That's the energy. Okay. That's the energy. I feel like she was more into him, more looking at him directly, more being communicative. And he just kind of was like smiling and making jokes. And, it wasn't giving reciprocal is what it felt like. I'm sorry, but it might be too early for this, but y'all know what it's feeling like.
I'm just your dildo. That's all I can be. I ain't even charge you. Let you fuck me for free.
Okay, that's what it's feeling like. So she still has butterflies for him. He had a good time in Los Angeles. She says them not talking gave her the energy she needed for the movie. And he felt like that meant that I guess his behavior was okay. Kind of joke that, see, at least you went ahead and had the energy for your movie. Yeah.
Girl, we ain't going steady. I thought you know me.
Is what it's given. Okay. He says that, he does see her as his girlfriend. He does see her as this person that he can come back to. That language bothered me. It feels like you're in the I want to play stage right now. And I understand that, but you need to communicate that. You need to say that, but you don't want to lose her. So you're going to keep faking and fronting like you want to be in a monogamous relationship and all up in her face when really you want to be in Los Angeles doing whatever the fuck you want to do. That's what it's given to me. It's given he wants to be in LA touching whatever he wants to touch. And you want to believe that he doesn't. You want to believe that you're the only one. And I think they're too young. I'm going to just keep it a buck. I think they're too young to want and or accept, not accept, expect monogamy from one another. Like it is what it is for me. But she called him her best friend. And I was just kind of like, is that what you think? He's not your best friend. He's not your best friend. All of those girls who you were in that one group with that time, like that one group, okay, that one group that one time, those girls, OMG girls, those girls, yeah, those are your fucking friends. Those are your friends, okay? Your mom is your friend. Hell, Lil Rainey is your friend, okay? Danielle even can be considered a friend. But Armand is not your friend. Again.
I'm just your dildo. That's all I can be. I ain't even charge you. Let you fuck me for free.
Okay? Listen, it is what it is. But they talk and now they're cool and she's back to you so fine. Listen, I understand. I understand, young girl. I understand. Okay, I do. And that's why I'm always telling y'all that it is okay for y'all.
Girl, we ain't going steady. I thought you know me.
It is okay. It is so okay to enjoy them and then let them go on about their way and don't feel no type of ways about it. I don't belong to you. You don't belong to me. Do your thing, homeboy, because I'm sure enough going to do mine. You know what I'm saying? But it feels as if she can't create the separation. She needs it to be the codependent relationship. And the codependent relationship, I don't think it's going to work out. I don't think it's going to give the way she think it's supposed to give. I think she's going to end up with her feelings hurt, which is why I wish she would lower her expectations of what she should expect from him. Not lower her expectations of what she wants. Please don't get me wrong. But you need to decide, can you deal with this man doing whatever he wants to do whenever he wants to do it? I'm just saying. Because really, you can enjoy him when he's in town and then back away and do your own thing and have your own people. Like, that's what I would suggest at this young age. For you to have, whatever you have going on and he can have whatever he has going on and y'all link up when y'all link up. Okay, that's what I would suggest, because otherwise it's going to do the push and pull. He cannot give you what you're looking for. And I can see it all in his eyes. He can't give her what she's looking for. And it really is because he is very young. He is very young, and he may not ever be capable, because as soon as you give these niggas any type of inkling that they worth something, their minds completely catapult into delusion land, and you can no longer get them to come back down. Because they feel like they can have any girl they want. Why settle for you? Even if you are amazing, even if you are everything, even if you are better than all the other girls, they would much rather keep you as number one in line, but still have you in line with other people. So understand that. And understand that is not going to change just because you cry and fight and give him ultimatums. It's not going to change. He's just going to become better at lying to you. He's only going to become better at hiding it from you, or going extended periods of time with no issues, and then boom, some bullshit. Okay. So you just have to like be real with yourself about the situation and put your boundaries up as needed, and remind yourself of what the situation really is versus what you want it to be. And I feel like that's where a lot of women get caught up. You think that he is more than just your dildo, but in actuality, an emotional and mental capability,
I'm just your dildo. That's all I can be.
that's all he can be. Okay. That's all it can be. And it's okay sometimes, girl. You can't think you're about to get monogamy and forever from these niggas in early 20s when that is not their makeup. If that's easy for them, because some dudes, that's easy for them to just lock into you and it be just you. Okay. For some dudes, that's easy for them. But you should worry about that, because that's codependency as well. And at some point, your ass gonna get tired of being their only form of validation. Okay. So just be careful out here. Don't end up like the BAM. Okay. All right. So, cautionary tales, y'all. Cautionary tales. Pay attention to the people. So Beatty moves in with Toya. Beatty is distant with everybody. So that's something she personally has to work on in order for she and Toya to have the relationship that they want to have with one another. And I totally understand this. It's a protection mechanism. You feel like you can't trust people with your feelings. You feel like you can't trust them with how you really feel about your life. And because of that, it's easier just to not be honest. It's easier just to be quiet, just to keep to yourself. Because if you open yourself up and they hurt your feelings, it's the fucking worst. It's the worst. Like, I just have to say, like, in my own personal situation with also having issues with my siblings, it is like opening yourself up like an open wound, open it up over and over and over again to have people in some way disappoint you. And sometimes the disappointment is about them, but sometimes the disappointment is about your expectations of them. Child, something I'm learning in therapy is that when you really take a person for who they are, you got to understand that you can't have them in your life all the time, meaning that you have to take breaks from them. And also you have to understand they can only do what they're going to do. They can only give what they're going to give. And it's not about you. It's about them. But a lot of us, we make it about us. And it's like, what's wrong with us? Why is it that I can't have this relationship with my sibling? You know, what is the issue? But sometimes it's just whoever they are. It's just whoever they are. And a lot of the times there's really nothing you can do but be who you are with them. And, hope that goes well. But see, for those of y'all like Casey, I'm sorry. Hang it up. Flat screen. I would absolutely work on the relationship with Beatty if I was Toya, and vice versa. But with Casey, sir, from afar, I don't have time for the violence of the attack. I don't have time for you saying shit from hell to me, okay? Do you hear me?
From hell, okay? From hell.
I don't have time for that. You're not about to leave me.
Evil ass text messages that you thought about over long extended periods of time. You're not gonna do it to me. Not over and over and over again.
Okay? Because I have experienced that. I have experienced people, they get so mad. They can't have a conversation with you without screaming and hollering. So what they'll do is they'll sit there and form some stupid ass paragraph full of antagonistic and fucked up comments because they want to take all of the negative feelings they feel within themselves, put it in a text message and direct it towards you. And that's when you got to be like,
get the fuck out of my face. We can't be friends. We can't be cool. I don't give a fuck if we siblings. You do too much. And if you can't do better, get the fuck out my face. Now we gonna continue this conversation with Casey later on, so just give me a minute.
okay? Okay? Stunts and shows, people, okay? Stunts and shows. We're trying to give you showmanship and style here, okay? Red tells Toya that she needs to take a step back from her family so she doesn't run herself into the ground, okay? We've had this conversation numerous times, and she just really seems to have a hard time with it. And I want Toya to go to therapy. And I feel like if Toya will go to therapy and talk to somebody on a weekly basis, I think, especially for like maybe a few years, she could eventually get herself to the space where she chooses herself, puts her boundaries up, and doesn't allow people to disturb her peace the way she does just for the sake of holding on to her familiar relationships. Because essentially Toya has so many friends and so many people that have become family to her. She really does not need to hold on to the relationships with her blood family if they are not going to be reciprocal and healthy for her. Some people you have to let figure their shit out on their own. Like it is what it is. Some people you have to leave where they are, not all the time, like, not forever, but you have to be able to separate yourself from them and leave them there. And I feel like Toya has not spent enough time away from Casey. But Casey needs to understand you don't get to talk to people any kind of way and treat them any kind of way and think they're going to keep getting over it. I don't know why you think people are supposed to keep forgiving you, especially when you come to them with bullshit excuses about you going to jail. I just want to tell you, like, the next time he says that, I wish somebody would tell him.
Nobody gives a fuck about your years in prison, sir. That was your decision. You decided to rob the bank or the jewelry store. Child, I can't even remember which one it was, but you robbed somebody. You robbed somebody in a time period where there are too many fucking cameras around. There are too many cameras around for you to be out here with a gun running into the place, okay? So your jail time is your fault, and I don't know why you acting like somebody did something to you when you went to jail. You got caught because you was fucking up. You was fucking up, and you went to jail, and that's nobody else's fault but your own, Casey. It's nobody's fault but your own.
Get out of our face with this shit. Always trying to guilt somebody into accepting mistreatment from you because you've been to jail. Nigga, you've been to jail because of the choices you made. I don't know why y'all act like every time a black man go to jail, y'all act like these niggas go to jail by accident. Y'all act like these, you know what I'm saying? Like it's an accident that they went to jail, or it was some police brutality, or they got set up. No, this is people that are out here knowing that you can get caught. You don't really know what the ramifications are if you do get caught. So you don't even know how much time you gonna do. All you know is you want to steal from somebody, and you dumb enough to think that you can execute a plan smart enough to get away with some shit that we done told y'all they couldn't do no more since Set It Off. You have not been able to actively rob a jewelry store or bank, especially in that time frame. Now everybody's losing their mind. Like ever since the pandemic, everybody's lost their fucking mind. But before the pandemic, and this is before the pandemic when he went to jail, yeah, you shouldn't have thought you was going to get away with that. That was just dumb on your part. So I feel like, child, it could have been him and all of the brothers. All of them were stupid. All of them did something that was their decision. Their decision got them in jail. Then you realize that you lost all of this time. You need to reconcile with that, sir. You need to go and sit and talk to some fucking body too and reconcile and stop taking the anger that you feel internally towards yourself, because that's really what it is. You are so mad at yourself because you realize instead of doing illegal shit like you was doing, you should have been working on your music and you would have been further along. You would have been having whatever it is you're trying to get now. But guess what, Casey? That's not your fucking story. That's not your story. You made a mistake. You fucked up. And you need to deal with that and move on from it and stop trying to make everybody else pay for your mistake, because it whirls around in your head that if only I had not done this, I wouldn't have spent all of that time in jail. Yeah, no. Exactly. Energy vampires. You must no, you're not about to suck me dry. You are not about to suck me dry just because you can't handle your own shit. That's why you have to leave them niggas alone and let them self-destruct. You have to let them self-destruct because otherwise, child, they will destroy you. Or they will have a lot of fun torturing your ass emotionally because they don't give a fuck. Like, I'm just telling you what it is. Keep playing with these people. You can have them around every now and again. These are the type of family members you see during the holidays and nothing else. Okay? You see them during the holidays and nothing else, girl. Okay? You don't do all of this picking up the phone. Block his ass again. It's crazy that you just not giving him your address. You probably shouldn't have gave it some. You probably shouldn't have gave him the address. You shouldn't have invited him to nothing at the house because now we don't know how he gonna act when he get upset. Is you gonna come around here? I hope you don't come around here. Don't force confrontation with Red now because you niggas like to play. Okay, I don't feel like it. I really don't. Brothers love to test, the husbands that's really about that shit. But quiet and chill, child, brothers will try to test, okay? And you don't want those, you don't want the stress trouble. That's too fucking much. Okay. Anyway, Toya thinks something happened with Armand because Reginae texts her and tells her she's going to Miami for a day. Okay. Then Toya has the nurse come over and do a house call, which is some real rich people shit. And they do an IV drip. That was cute. Girl, we're going to talk about it. Nita comes in and y'all know Miss Anita, y'all black people that scared of doctors, something traumatic probably happened in that lady life. She don't want to go to the doctor. A lot of y'all don't understand. You not going to the doctor is not saving you from not being sick, ma'am. You gonna end up like the grandma from Soul Food with your fucking foot cut off. Okay, talking about nobody's cutting into my leg, and that's that. And then the next thing we know, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? The next thing the movie cut short. Grandma dead. Like, that's not what we want. Okay, that's not what we want. So I feel like Miss Anita, you need to think about this now. You didn't put yourself through a lot in these years. And I think that's probably what it is. I think after years of drug use, you probably be scared to go to the doctor because you know something wrong. like, bitch, I just don't want to know about it. All right. If I'm fucked up because all of my years of drug use, child, just let me die. Don't let me have to think about the fact that I did this to myself, because then that's going to be too much for me to bear and I might get back on drugs. Okay. Like, you never know. You never know what people really be going through in their mind when they don't want to go to the doctor all the time. Child, big mama, your arm, like, it's giving that. Please go to the doctor, Anita, please. Okay. Reginae went to Miami for one day with her homegirl and her house was almost broken into. She saw two dudes on her Ring camera and she was like, it was so scary. And then she got online and talked about it, right? Because her and her mom wasn't in a good place. So she wasn't about to text him and call him and let him know what was going on because, nigga, you acting stupid. So I'm not about to call you or text you. And also because you probably already don't feel safe with him. So why call him for that if you don't know if that's what you're going to get from him? I think that was the mindset behind getting on social media and telling everybody. That way Armand can hear it and see it and call her so that she doesn't have to put herself out there, but he can reach out because something fucked up just happened to her. To be clear, y'all, Armand should have reached out to her. Armand should have reached out to her. Something bad happened. And as the man that supposedly loves her and cares about her and sees her as a friend, this is when I want you to realize, Reginae, he's not your best friend. He's not your best friend. I bet you all your fucking homegirls texted and called you when they saw that shit. That nigga is not your best friend. He is your dildo. That's all he can be. And this was a moment where he reminded you of that because he didn't have the emotional capacity to put his feelings to the side and check on you like he was supposed to if he really loved you the way he said he do. It's an immature thing. It's a thoughtless thing. My life is really all about me. So I don't really have to think of the other person like that. Like, I don't have to think of you in that way. I don't have to put your feelings the way, in center of me, the way I would, the way you would put my feelings in center of you. And this is when, I want y'all to realize that niggas are incapable. Incapable. You heard what I said. They cannot. So stop expecting it. Stop expecting it. But also stop giving it too. Stop giving them what they can't give to you. Like, no, we gonna experience the same experience, sir. We're gonna experience the same experience. If you gonna act like you don't give a fuck, then I am going to not give a fuck. I'm not going to act like it. Okay. But she's still young. And I think emotionally and hormonally, it's just hard to do that when you're younger. When you're in your 20s, it is a little bit harder to control that feeling of feeling like he not talking to me, he not hitting me up, so let me get online and do something and force a reaction. And then you don't get the reaction you wanted, and now your fucking feelings is hurt. You know what I'm saying? So they haven't been seeing eye to eye ever since the ATVs. And that's because you could tell energetically he still was withholding and not coming to her in the vulnerable space that he needed to be in order to make her feel comfortable. Like she needed to feel that he understood where she was coming from, and he did not provide the stability I feel like she was looking for in the moment. So Toya and Beatty talk about how Beatty needs to open up, how they need to work on their relationship. And Beatty feels like, they have underlying issues. And Toya's like, so did you feel like I treated you like an outcast? And it's like, it's not really intentional. You know what I'm saying? But it's what happened in their circumstance. So they basically have to start over and work on their relationship from this point on. And I feel like that's a good thing, especially because I don't think they have ever intentionally hurt each other. I feel like Toya and Beatty absolutely should start over and try to create new rules and boundaries for their relationship so that they can build what they're trying to build with one another, which is the type of relationship Toya has with Danielle or her friends. She wants to be able to call Beatty and vice versa, but you have to work on that. Like a lot of times I think we feel like the relationships outside of our romantic relationships don't require the same amount of effort. And they do. They require effort. Okay. Toya says that she's going to make an appointment with Dr. Contessa, okay, from Married to Medicine for Miss Anita, okay? Especially because Miss Anita has had most of her sisters die from cancer, and she doesn't even know the type of cancer. And see, what Miss Anita, this is the part where going to the doctor helps you. Because if you are predisposed to something, meaning that if you have a certain type of cancer that your family line gets, like the breast cancer or something like that, cervical, anything like that, if it is genetic in your family, there are things that can be done to keep you from dying early because it goes unchecked. If people don't get their breast checked, you don't know when the cancer has grown to 2 or 3, when you could have caught it before it even got to that point, okay? Because it's a number. It's a number of cancer cells. It's an amount of growth that will happen in the area. So if you catch it before it gets to a certain point, you can sometimes be saved from passing away prematurely. So Dr. Contessa has to have this conversation with her. You want to be here for your grandchildren, that type of thing. I love the way Dr. Contessa talked to her softly. I love the way that she took her medical jacket off to make her more comfortable, because she realized it really was like a anxiety. Like, a lot of times the fast talking is just the way she is, but also it shows the anxiety that she's in, and I think that Miss Anita is probably a lot of times in her body's like jumping around and, just having all of this issue. That's why she talks so fast, all of that, people who can't keep still, all of that type of thing. And, it's so funny because you would think it's about drugs, but it don't really be about drugs like that. Because I know women like that from New Orleans that have never done drugs like that, did something in the younger years, but definitely not long term. And they just can't keep still. They can't keep still. Them legs gotta be moving. They gotta be talking fast, child. They hardly listen. They just talk. Girl, listen. Shout out to my auntie Diane. So, cause she like that, child. Just nervous as she wanna be. Just constantly moving, girl. Anyway, you could eat off the floor in our house. Nervous wreck, child. Cook a mean pot of beans. But anyway, Toya and Reginae talk about Armand and how Reginae is always going online with her issues and she needs to stop doing that. Toya wished that she would get on the phone with her damn friends. And, essentially it is this generation's, issue to work on, to stop oversharing with everybody. But I would like for this generation to also understand that we could have been telling our business to everybody as well. Like, it's not just about being in a phone. We could have been in class. We could have been in our friend group. We could have been just anywhere telling our business to any fucking body that will listen. And we did not do that because people will use information against you. That's why you only give people a little bit. You don't give people too much because people will use whatever they know about you against you whenever they feel like it. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to protect yourself at all times from the fact that you don't know who's listening and who's watching and all of that. You know, it's something I'm always praying about and trying to maintain a level of safety because I am somebody that is so open naturally, therefore open on social media, and you just never know who's watching. But I never say anything that I have a problem with repeating or anybody knowing, okay? But I also don't, just be out here doing too much willy-nilly. And I, emotionally, get a fucking diary, get a therapist, get people you can vent to. But getting up here to talk about the internals of your relationship when y'all have issues, that is not a good thing. I don't think that's ever a good thing. Throwing subliminals to each other, I don't do that shit neither. Like if I post something, it's just because I agree with it a lot of the times, but not because it's subliminal to anybody. I don't have time for that. Especially not with my husband, child. I'd rather just have the conversation and get over it, or be quiet until you decide to get your mind right. Whichever one needs to work. We have our methods, but definitely not talking to everybody and not getting online. And she has to learn that for herself. And it's not just a generational thing. It's a self-control thing. You're young and you have the internet. So you think that you have something that, the rest of the generations didn't have. And it's like, yeah, but we also still had to have the discipline of remembering that people will try to use whatever they know about you against you and to be protective of yourself and your situation. So she needs to learn that. But she has, though. I feel like Reginae has definitely gotten better at keeping her shit to herself. As far as I've seen on social media, she used to be in somebody's comments all the time. She used to be on the blogs. She used to be, saying a lot of shit. But after a while, girl, she stopped telling y'all all her business. So I'm glad for her. Unless they're going to pay you for your pain, shout out to Funky Dineva. Like, that's the only time. Okay, that's the only time they paying y'all for this reality show. Y'all in full control, or as in much control as WeTV will allow. Yeah, this is the platform to share your life, okay? Where they're gonna pay you for it, and it can be used to help people in some capacity, okay? So they throw Danielle a surprise, little party, slumber party situation. It's the old chicks with the young chicks and all of that. And Danielle was like, listen, I know I'm old, but y'all could have got a bitch a stripper. You know what I'm saying, child? Them New Orleans girls love a stripper. Do you hear me? They is some old, we love to watch dick ass bitches from New Orleans. Like, I'm just saying, y'all, if they ain't gonna do nothing, they gonna be dickmatized. Okay, listen. The trappings of New Orleans men have nothing else to offer but peen. Okay, so Reginae tells Toya that she wants to move to Los Angeles, and y'all, Toya does not want it. Okay, no, we don't want it. I don't know. There's somewhere in Georgia that you could feel safe. You can move closer to her in Red, but to Los Angeles, girl, they robbing people out there too. Okay. Really, I hope this is really about her wanting to move to Los Angeles for herself and not for Armand and to keep up with Armand. Because on some slick shit, it feels like you moving to Los Angeles to run after Armand. I'm just saying. It's how I feel. I could be wrong, but it feels like you're going to LA for Armand. Okay. And I just don't want that to be the case. Okay. I want you to be there for movies and because you like the beach or something. Like, I don't know, but I need it to be for another reason, girl. Okay. Legal weed. I don't know. Anyway, so Toya is doing the Strength of a Woman Festival, because we always got to make sure we promoting our business. Okay. Toya talks to another woman about how these young folks are online with all of their business. And it really just encouraged her that she's not the crazy mama when she keeps, trying to reiterate what Reginae to keep her business off the internet. So, but it was cute. So Reginae goes to see her daddy perform with her homegirls. That was cute. We didn't get to see, I don't think we saw Wayne, but we saw them backstage. Either way, girl, it's cute when your daddy is Lil Wayne. Thank you. Toya and Red have a romantic evening. Bitch, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, Red. Listen, this is what we talking about. This is what we talking about. Okay? Now listen. This is the type of shit that I'm on. Okay? I love me a good vacation, but it ain't nothing like having a massage, a chef, a nice dinner, and then some dick at your own house. At your own house, girl. I love it. I thought this was, and then it was all romantic and that shit. Okay, I was totally here for it. So it was all cute and everything, but two very important conversations happened, during this before the dick dinner. And for one, Toya is looking for Red's ring. Like, where's your ring, sir? It's been days, weeks since I've seen that ring. And you keep talking about you at the gym. Where's the damn ring? He keep brushing her off. But then also he tells her that he wants a baby. Boy, what? You want a new baby? This lady like 39 years old. And I mean, that's not too old or nothing like that. But damn, like, y'all not done yet, child? Like, I mean, I guess y'all got the money, y'all got the space, y'all have the family dynamic for that. Y'all have Dr. Jackie and Dr. Contessa. So if anybody can have a baby in their damn 40s to run around, it's y'all. You know what I'm saying? But Toya seemed like she not really here for it, Apparently she got some health issues that she hasn't talked to anybody about yet, y'all. That's crazy. Like, I don't think I could have something like that happen and not talk to Lyric. Like, he's the first phone call, child, after my mama. Oh, really him first. Because sometimes it's like, do I really feel like upsetting Tanya with this? That's how I be feeling. Anyway, so come to find out he lost the ring. And y'all, that's the reason why I don't wear mine all the time. Like, I used to think that I would wear mine all the time until I lost it. And when I lost it, that kind of gave me PTSD. So I only really wear it when we go, on dates together, or we go out together. And I remember, child, I'll wear my ring. You know what I'm saying? But especially because I lost weight. So my ring wants to slip off of my finger. And that shit freaks me out. We need to get it, we need to get it tightened. But we have not done that yet. And so I refuse to wear it all the time, because if I lose it, y'all, it's going to break my heart again. Like, my rings were my parents' rings, right? Y'all know my dad died. So the pastor that married me and my husband married my parents. And the rings were, he has my dad's ring, I have my mom's ring, and the original bands that they had. And so I was like, I really love my mom's ring. Very simple, I like simple. I like solitaire. I'm not a gaudy person. I don't need all of them little bitty diamonds all over the place. Just give me one nice big one or a reasonable size one. It's not the most important thing to me. What mattered to me most was like the bond and creating the alignment with my parents and the good things about what they had created with each other. You know what I'm saying? So I felt real bad when I lost it. And so now I just kind of be like, I'll wear it when I think to wear it when we both go out together. So it's not like he the only one with a ring on. Like he out here cheating on his wife or me or something like that. But yeah, nah, cause child, y'all, I'll never forget that day. I was so distraught. Anyway, so yeah, he lost the ring. He asked Danielle's old man for advice when they're golfing. And Danielle's old man says, just hurry up and replace it and don't say nothing about it. And Danielle said, because they called her, no, you need to tell her that you lost it, but tell her it's already on the way. She'll understand. It's not like, you was just out here throwing it to the wind. Like you lose things sometimes. You take it off, forget where you left it, moving around, could have fell somewhere, could have dropped somewhere. It happens. The best thing is just not to lie about it, because it makes it seem like you're suspect about it. Like you got her questioning you as if you're just choosing not to wear it, when you could have just said, babe, I lost my damn ring, so I'm about to order another one. And that could have just been that. That could have just been that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so y'all, Rain graduated from preschool or pre-K. So Toya and Reginae take her to make some cakes. Y'all, that was so cute. And they talk about Reginae moving to Los Angeles. And, Toya really doesn't want her to move. She's going to miss her. And she feels like Reginae's going to miss out on a lot of time with Rain. Because, the kids grow up fast, girl. And boom, bow, pow, they're teenagers. So, yeah. But I think she'll probably come back and forth enough to make sure her relationship is still good with her little sister. But she needs to move. She needs to move as she sees fit. And I think she should be doing it for herself, though. That's like the main thing for me, that she's not moving so that she can keep tabs on him. Because LA is a great place to live if you can afford it. And we all know she can afford it. Beatty is dating the guy Ricky, who is from New Orleans, and he accepts her for who she is. So he don't have a problem with her being with girls as long as he can watch. Yeah, I think that was something to say in front of everybody else, but you know that wasn't the case with the male situation because you were secondary. So at the end of the day, like, you know, I guess that's cute or whatever, but I really think Beatty probably really wants to be with a woman. But it's probably hard to find one. And I think she has a mother wound that she needs to heal from, because if she doesn't, she's going to keep choosing women that hurt her. She's still not completely over Mel, but new things have been opening up for her ever since Mel moved out of her life. And that's because sometimes you got to let toxic people be where they at, but she still thinks about her. Toya also invited them to couples night. So we going to see how that goes. Toya calls and invites Casey to couples night. I think that was a mistake because Casey is the type to act cool for a second, say he gonna fix it Jesus, and never does any of the real work it takes to stop, like, never really being accountable. Toya talks to Danielle about Red wanting to have another baby. She thought that was over with. This is when Toya says that she's going through some health issues that she isn't ready to talk about with Red or Danielle. And I was just like, damn, I'm kind of nervous for her that she's keeping that to herself from the people who she really trusts the most. She says that they were having their romantic night, and she noticed that his ring was missing. And you know Danielle knows exactly what's going on, but she a real friend. She kept that shit to the vest. You know what I'm saying? As to not disrupt their situation. But when we fast forward to the whole little, you know, couples party, she kind of put him on blast and made him have to say that, you know, he had lost the ring and it was on the way because he took too long to do it. Okay. But Toya went to go meet with Casey in the studio first, and they had to have a conversation. And the song he was working on really did sound good. You know, it was cool for whatever it was, but it wasn't all that. Nah, it was a good song. It was a good song. Then they talk about him wanting everyone to feel bad because his music is not doing what he wants it to do. He says they always calling him with bullshit when he trying to work. And I was just like, sir. The projection that you're projecting is too much. I'm deflecting your projection. Okay? That is a projection, sir. Ain't nobody calling you with bullshit. You call people with bullshit. You call Toya with bullshit. You are probably literally repeating to her what she said to you because you don't want to take accountability for your mouth and the things that you say and do. So it's easier to continue to make yourself a victim. You're not a victim, sir. The place you robbed were the victims. Anyway, I'm just saying, because y'all niggas stay, or I'm a victim to the system. No, nigga, you a victim to the choices you made. Get the fuck out of here. He says they always calling him with bullshit when he's trying to work. She says some of the things he says to her hurt her. He says he was in jail and he was standing still and they was moving forward.
Whose fucking fault was that though? Whose fucking fault was that though, KC?
I'm sorry. I just can't. And she know it's bullshit, but she know if she press him and tell him that that's not on her and that's a decision he made and he need to figure out how to make that right with himself so he can stop taking that out on her. If she really try to put his feet to the fire and be accountable, he might pop off the handle. So she know it's best for her to tread lightly and handle him with fucking kid gloves. Oh, you niggas work on my nerves. Anyway, so she does feel bad for him. She shouldn't. He says he feels bad sometimes and he doesn't want to push her away. He loves his family, so he's willing to do the work. I don't believe you. I don't believe nothing you're saying. So Toya has couples night, right? Make sure y'all like the video. Matter of fact, I'm going to just sit here for a little while until y'all like the video. I'm going to just sit here for a little second. Hold up. Okay. Okay. So, where was I? Y'all like the video? Did y'all like the video? I feel like maybe it was like 20 something more likes, but y'all really could have got a bitch to 300 likes at 500 views, but it's okay. It's okay. You like the stalker bitch? It's fine. It's fine. Toya has couples night. There's a drip to turn it up in a bedroom. Y'all, what drip was this? Does anybody know in the comments? Can y'all tell me what IV drip was this and how does it work? I needed more information. Okay. I need more information about how we got here. Somebody need to let me know. Okay, how is the IV? What is the IV? What does it do? Okay. But anyway, they play a game. How long should good sex last? Rashida said a good 15 minutes, child. Rick said 45 minutes. Okay. I think however long it take you to get a minimum of 3. If you're a woman, I think you should get a minimum of 3 orgasms during the session. Once you get your 3, however you get it, then he can get his 1, and then it could be that. So, you know what I'm saying? But that's on y'all. You know what I'm saying? It depends on what y'all trying to do. Okay, I feel like people being here trying to top their last time and all. Be trying to see, you know what I'm saying, like how fast they can accomplish this goal and all of that. So I don't really know what y'all be getting down with, but for me, it, you know, I don't really have a concept of time. We get in a blend. You know what I mean? Danielle asked Ricky if Mel was his girlfriend too. And he says if that's what BD wanted, then, you know, he would partake. But other than that, nah. And Danielle's man is like, well, I ain't sharing. And Red admits that he wouldn't mind having a threesome. And I think Toya and Red probably have had a threesome, child, whatever. Then they ask about your husband or your wife not wearing a ring because, you know, we got to put Red on blast. Danielle said, I don't like it. I think you should wear your ring. Toya says it's special. You supposed to wear your ring. And Red is like, listen, everybody know I love you. Everybody know we together. Like, nigga, don't make it about that. Just say I lost the ring. Y'all niggas really, like, I don't even understand. Y'all really make things so much more complicated than it have to be. And then you have women questioning what's wrong? Like, what's the issue? Are you taking your ring off so you can try to get a third party in this situation? What are you not wearing your ring for? But the truth of the matter is, you know, I feel like if you would have just been honest, it would have been deaded. Because to me, the ring don't really matter when it comes to fidelity. Meaning if a person is not a cheater, they're not a cheater, whether they wearing a ring or not. But if a person is a cheater, whether they got a ring on or not, they cheating on your ass. It don't even really matter. Okay? It don't. Okay? No. I mean, men, you know, I have to be in a good space. But once we in there now, I'm very, very easy, you know, very quick about my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, as far as how many times, like, you know, I've always been like a multiples type of girl. So, you know, it just depends on what we on. Depends on the vibe. All right. This depends on the vibe. Let me see what y'all saying. Okay. Glad I caught your live. He was pissing off with the line. It just don't even make sense. Why lie? Like, I don't even understand that. I read that one. Maybe I need to work out more and take some libido. Working out definitely helps. Working out definitely helps. I feel like, especially when I do lower body, all the blood is rushing to down there for some reason. So it's just easier to accomplish. Things happen quicker. It's so funny she doing a video on it because I watch her and he swear I'm watching Toya. I think he think everybody from New Orleans sound like, everybody think that everybody from New Orleans sound alike, and we do, but we don't. We all have an accent, and a lot of the women, like, our voices are deeper. Because I sound like my sister. Like, if you hear me and my sister on the phone, we sound just alike, but everybody don't sound like us. Like, my other sister doesn't have an accent. It's on purpose, though. You know, she was in the news at one point. Gotta hit all of your R's hard, okay? Jeez Louise. But the rest of us, like, we do kind of have all the, the same accent for the most part. It's a very specific accent. Okay, I don't know why we sound like this, but this how we sound, girl. It is what it is. But anyway, y'all, that was my little review or whatever. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I told y'all it was gonna be quick. All right. Did Bell Collective come back on? I don't think so, but I think they released a little trailer and we saw, child, we already knew that it was Tambra that was pregnant for Armand. Child, they gonna exhaust the shit out of me. Anyway, y'all, that's all I got. I hope y'all liked the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Come back to my channel next time, girl, because y'all know I love to entertain, okay? Y'all have a good rest of y'all day.